Skycatcher 9086, Wichita, runway 1 right at Bravo. Fly runway heading, runway 1 right at Bravo, cleared for takeoff.
Hi, my name's Mike Hoy. We're at Yinling Aviation in Wichita, Kansas, about ready to take the serial number 3 and 4 Cessna Skycatchers out for their acceptance flights for the EAA.
Control features a little bit different in that you have a stoke, what they like to call it. It's not a stick, it's not a yoke, so we just say it's a stoke. You can come up with your own and patent it. We don't care. But the idea behind it allows somebody to get in and out of the airplane that much easier. As far as practicality to it or functionality to it is that if you close your eyes and move the stick, then it would emulate the same motion as a floor-mounted stick. You can turn the landing light off. That's good. There you go. Now it's probably locked. Oh, you released it.
They recommend that ground operations not be done in winds greater than 22 knots. I would say right around 25 knots for instructor would probably be the limit to cut it off, just because at some point you're going to have to turn to taxi, and that's where it becomes an issue. And plus, it's, you just get beat up in the air. You guys comfortable with the weather?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I have the hangar door open or something to move. Yeah, it was left rudder required initially. Now it's right rudder, and it was a half a ball out. Now this time it's slightly better, but whatever he did was very small adjustments, almost not noticeable.
So we went back and forth last time, remember?
Yeah.
All right, we'll go to neutral.
Yeah, maybe just that tab fixed the off.
End of a long day. Early morning, got back from the checkout. Airplane flies really nice. Was a little out of rig. The guys at Cessna were on it right away. The airplane seems pretty coupled, sensitive to any adjustments to the aileron. Threw it off in yaw. We got some fixed, went on through the afternoon, several flights along basically wide patterns to get the airplane stable and centered. Had a team of, maybe 3 engineers and 4 or 5 mechanics from Cessna came over, really worked the problem, and ended up getting it straight. So airplane flies phenomenal. It's actually quite a fun airplane to fly. The more I fly it, the more I like it. So looking forward to the flight home.
Skycatcher 51986, flight of 2, ready for departure, runway 1 right at Bravo, intersection. While we're flying here, we're going to give you a little guided tour of the Garmin 300, which was designed for the Cessna Skycatcher, which we are currently flying back to Oshkosh from Kansas. Here is your primary flight display, which is the only one we got in this airplane. There's another one that would go right here. So we just got the single display, which works out just fine. As you can see, it's jumbled with a whole bunch of different information. You got your airspeed tape over here, which includes your true airspeed and your ground speed. Over here you got your altimeter, and the altimeter setting down there. On the top part, you got all your engine gauges stuff. If we had a second display, the engine gauges would have been over on the second display, but they're bunched in there as well. On the bottom part here, you got your HSI, which we have displayed right now with your needle left and right. It gives you some information on the HSI. It gives you wind, speed, and direction. So as you can see, we're getting a 14-knot headwind, which brings our ground speed down a little bit. It gives you outside air temperature, which is kind of cool. From there, you got different buttons you can put on your bezel keys here. So you can change your heading, pushing that, and then you can see your heading knob, or your heading display there, and you can change your heading bug there. Change your altimeter setting. for your altitude select. From there you can see they got a list of all different chapters that this Garmin 300 comes with. Right now we're on the PFD, which is what you can see right there. If you move the little knob over, you can get a map view. So it's just like a Garmin 430 or 530 or any GPS that you use. There's some cool things in this one. You can do a sat view. It takes a little bit for it to load up, but it'll give you actually what it looks like from Google Earth basically looking down at it. I'll give that a couple seconds update so you can kind of see the terrain and stuff like that. You can also switch over to an IFR map, even though the Skycatcher is not rated for instrument flight. You can still bring that up. We're going to keep it at VFR. You can also have a terrain on here, so you can see all black. Black is good. Yellow is getting closer to hitting something, and red is always bad. And get rid of that. Alright, the next one, which I think is the coolest part of this, is a waypoint chapter. Gives you all the information, so we are on our way to Waterloo Regional in Waterloo, Iowa. Gives you all the frequencies, gives you runways. You can actually pull up charts, so the first one that comes up is in the VFR airplane, is an airport diagram. Which is kind of cool, we can zoom in on that. But you can also select different instrument approach plates. By doing that, you can actually select all the approaches and stuff like that, even though, again, this isn't an IFR-rated airplane. The coolest thing, I think, in this airplane is this AOPA. This is loaded directly into our software. It gives you all the information you could possibly want. So, they got a car. I know they have fuel. I don't know what fuel's not showing up. But you can scroll down. It gives you runway links, just like from the AOPA airport facility directory. But down here, towards the bottom, they actually give you information about restaurants nearby, transportation, car rental. They give you phone numbers, taxi, lodging, even attractions in Waterloo, Iowa, which is unbelievable that an airplane has that kind of information. So this is one of the cool features of Garmin 300. We don't need an actual weight and balance inside the airplane because it's built into the system. We bring into the menu twice. They got a weight and balance little icon there. You push enter. They'll actually bring up a weight and balance spreadsheet. So the aircraft empty weight, which is loaded in for this specific airplane, is 860 pounds, or 860.1 pounds. Little bezel T here, you can bring up the graph, and you can see that we're within that envelope, which means we're within CG limits and within weight limits, so we are good to go. So this reason, we don't need to have a weight and balance inside the aircraft paper document, which is fantastic. Another great invention by Garmin. Well, as you can see, the room in this airplane is fantastic. I think it says roomy or roomier than a 172. I don't know exact dimensions, but I think it's just as comfortable as a 172. But handling like a 172, it flies like one, except if you ever flown a 172, when you're in the flare and trying to pull back and push forward on the yoke, it's heavy. This thing is extremely light. So I think this thing flies better than more fun to fly than a 172 just based off of that. It's a lot like a 152. I think the controls are a little bit more sensitive in this airplane, which makes it pretty fun. At first I thought I'm going to have a hard time with it trying to twist it, but actually it's really intuitive. If you don't even look at it, it just comes naturally. My first impressions of this were, but I actually love it. I think it's a fantastic design. They got this little lip here, which I was thinking about on the way here. You can rest your hand on it, which is fantastic, and then the armrest is right there, so it just fits perfectly. The airplane itself, I think, is great. As you can see, it's basically hands-off flying, which is awesome for a little light sport like this. Usually you would think that it's so light that you get whipped around and stuff like that, but, I mean, obviously you can see it's doing a fantastic job holding heading and altitude without me even touching the controls. And 5 November, Moose Gas, both airplanes in sight, clear 9.
5 November, Romeo, Roger, runway 9, clear to land.
I'm at 9, number 2 or 3 right now, 5 November, Romeo.
Heavy on that elevators?
No, just
just moving them. Not saying no.
it's actually lightest on the elevator.